Good morning, dear students. How are you today? I hope you're fine. Today you are going to have a revision on quarter 4. Let's begin. Units of money. We have here in the United States, we have the currency here of money. $1 equals 100 cents. Half dollar equals 50 cents. 1 quarter 25 cents. 1 dime equals 10 cents. 1 nickel equal 5 cents. 1 penny equal 1 cent. So when I say I want to here convert $2 and 2 quarters into cents, how can I do it? $2 equals what? I have here for $1 100, so I'm going to multiply 2 times 100, so I'm having here 200 cents. And 2 quarters, 1 quarter 25, so 2 quarters 25 times 2 will give you 50, so it's 200 plus 50, right? So it's 250 cents. Here for letter B, okay, the next one, half dollar. If $1 is 100, so half dollar is 50 cents. And 2 dimes, for 1 dime 10, so 2 dimes 2 times 10 equals 20. So 20 plus 50 here plus 50 cents will give you 70 cents. 2 dimes and 4 nickels. I have here the 1 dime is 10, so 2 times 10 equal 20, plus 4 nickels, and in math is plus 4 nickels. 5 cents for 1 nickel. 5 times 4 here, 5 times 4 will give you 20. So 20 plus 20 equals 40 cents. Bravo. So here after this, the next question, quarter and 5 pennies. Quarter 25 and 5, I have here 5, the 1 penny equal 1 cent. So here I have 25 plus 5 equals 30. Bravo, equals 30 cents. Here for what? Here for the money. Then units of time. Moving to units of time. I have here 1 year is equal to 12 months. 1 month equal about 4 weeks. 1 week equals 7 days. Do you remember? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Day equal 24 hours. 1 hour equal 60 minutes. 1 minute equal 60 seconds. When I convert, remember well, when I convert from here larger unit or greater unit to a smaller unit, so I multiply. If I want to convert from smaller unit to a larger unit, what should I do? I divide. Don't forget this point. So here, when I say here 2 years equal how many months? Okay, I have here 1 year equal 12 months, so I will multiply 12 times 2. Bravo, I can hear you. So the answer is 24 months. 3 months equal how many weeks? Months greater here unit of money, so greater than weeks, so I'm going to, I can hear you, multiply. So 3 times 4 equals 12 weeks. 5 weeks equal how many days? If I have for 1 week 7 days, so I am going to multiply 7 times 5. Bravo, so it's gonna be 35 days. 3 days, how many hours? Here I will multiply 3 times. I will search for day, miss. Day equal 24, so 3 times 24 equals 72 hours. Bravo, my dear students. Mr. Bradley is very proud of his students in his science class. They all studied hard and did an excellent job on last week's science test. Everyone in the class scored an 88% or higher. Okay, so the line plot below. Do you remember the line plot? below shows the score distribution. So I have here, this is a line plot, and here this is the science test scores. How many students received a score of 94%? I look here at my line plot for the 94%. Here are the scores and the X's here for the students. 94% means I have here 2 students. So 2 students received a score of 94%. What was the highest score in the class? Highest score, I will search here, 98%, the highest score. Miss, I have here 100%. Why didn't you choose 100%? Why? Because 100% I don't have here any students that got 100% or neither 99%, but I have 2 clever students got 98%. So the answer is bravo to students. What was the lowest score in the class? Where is the lowest score here? It's 88%. We don't have any students for 87, for 80, for... Okay, so the lowest score here is 88%. How many students received 88%? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have here 4 students that received 88%. Okay, dear students. Moving to area of a rectangle. Okay, I have here a rectangle. Do you remember the area of the rectangle? We use the formula that length times width here. So length times width equals the area. So to find the area of a rectangle, use the formula length times width equals area. This formula is often written as L times W equals A. Why? Because these are the abbreviations of what? Of length and width. The rectangle pictured here has the length of 10 centimeter and width of 8 centimeter. So 10 times 8 gives me 80 squared centimeter. Do you remember, my dear students, in the last year we were taking here, what should we do if we have here this rectangle, inside we have square cubes? Do you remember the square cubes? And we were counting the squares inside to know the area. So it's called here squared centimeter. Note that the area's unit is written as squared centimeters. This is said as squared centimeters or centimeters squared. I can say square centimeters or centimeters squared. Find the area of each rectangle. Now it's very easy, or not? Of course. So I have here 9 and this 9, so 9 times 9, 81. Then here 3 feet and here 10 feet. So here 3 times 10 equals 30 feet squared. Okay, this is the abbreviation of feet. And here in kilometers, the units 4 times 2, length times width equals 8 kilometers squared. Let's go to the next question. Moving to the relationship between lines. I have parallel, intersecting and perpendicular. Iyad, how are you, Habibi? So we are having here parallel, intersecting, perpendicular. Okay, parallel lines. AB and CD line are parallel lines. AB line and CD line are parallel lines. They never cross, even they are extended. What's meant by parallel? They never cross. Even they are extended, the distance between the two lines are the same. The distance between the two lines AB and CD, the distance between them are the same. Okay, they go in the same 2 directions. Here I have intersecting lines. EF line here intersects GH line are intersecting lines. They cross each other at a point here M. Perpendicular lines Okay, here I have IJ and KL line are perpendicular lines. They form right angles. They form right angles. Remember Jumana here? They form right angles where they cross. Write parallel or not parallel for each. I have here. Do you think these two lines are parallel? Of course not. Okay, of course, because if you extend here these two lines, they will meet at a point or cross here at a point, and the parallel line never cross. I have here these two lines are parallel. Yes, of course, because if you extend here the line WX or the line YZ, they will never cross, even if they are extended, and this is the rule of it. Here it's not, they are not parallel lines JK or LM, because if you extend them they will meet at a point. Write parallel, intersecting or perpendicular for each. These two lines are of course intersecting. They meet at a point here. Here I have two parallel lines as I can see here, and we have said the condition of the parallelism. Here I have intersecting two lines. Do you see that they intersect here at a point? Okay, moving to this sheet. This is about this worksheet about the types of angles. Do you remember we have here some types of angles? Okay, according here to the measure, I have acute, obtuse or right. When I have an angle, it's called here angle ABC, angle ABC, or can I say it's angle CBA or just angle B? This angle is less than 90 degree. When I say an angle less than 90 degree, do you remember it's an acute angle? And I have told you before, we can remember it from the cute baby. So the small one, the angle less than 90 degree, what does it call? It's an acute angle, right? When I have here an angle, here it's exactly equal 90 degree, what does it call? Yes, it's a right angle here. Here my angle is DEF or FED or angle E, and it's right angle. Why? Because it's exactly equal 90 degree. After measuring it, you'll find it's 90 degree. And I want you to know that this sign inside, the square sign here, it's the perpendicular, it's the right angle. Okay, here it's a very big angle, it's greater than 90 degree. Now it's called obtuse angle. Now it's called what, my dear students? Obtuse angle. And this is small one less than 90 degrees, so it's called acute angle. Here I have perimeter of a polygon. Okay, we have covered this lesson before. Okay, perimeter of a polygon. Okay, what's the perimeter? The perimeter is the sum of the outside lengths. Do you remember the garden? We have taken this example. The garden, the gates of the gates of the garden. Okay, we have to measure the dimensions of the gates of the garden by using the perimeter. Do you remember this example? Yes. Now we are here adding all the outside length. So I have here 4 in this triangle, 4, 5, 6. So 4 plus 5, 9. 9 plus 6, 15 centimeter without square. Here I have 9 and 9 and 9 and 9. So this is the rhombus. So I'm going to say 9 times 4 because 9 here is repeated 4 times, or just I can say 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9. And the answer within feet units. I have here in this polygon. Let's see what's this polygon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a pentagon, miss. Okay, I know this is a pentagon. What's meant by polygon? Okay, I want to revise this with you. A polygon, it's a figure or shape, consists of line segments. It's not opened. The line segments don't cross inside. Yep. Okay, so here, and at least it has 3 sides. And after this, after the perimeter, okay, again the perimeter is the sum of the outside lengths of a polygon. Okay, let's move to another worksheet here. Match the vocab words on the left with the correct definitions on the right. Okay, this is important. I would like you to know the definitions very well. When I say here, okay, I will begin with my right hand. A part of a line with two end points. Focus with me. With two end points. What's this? Excellent. It's a line segment. It has two end points. A location on a flat plane. Do you remember? Point. Right, the point. A straight path that goes on forever in two directions. Forever in two directions. Who can remember? Of course, the line. Excellent. A straight path that begins at a point and goes on forever in one direction. So this is the ray. Two rays that meet at the same point. They meet at the same point. Two rays, an angle. Lines that cross over each other. It's very easy. I can hear you. Yes, intersecting lines. Lines that form right angles at the point where they cross. Right angle, two lines, okay, forming right angle where they cross perpendicular lines. Lines that do not cross, parallel lines. Okay, moving to the next worksheet here I have here, this is a point, okay, it has no dimensions, no length, no width, no height. Okay, this is the shape of point, and this is the symbol. Line segment, it has one dimension, and it's the shape of it. It's the figure here, the graphic here, and its symbol is AB here, line. And here array one, it has one dimension. It's like this. It has ending point. Okay, and goes forever. And we can draw a ray up on the AB, okay, line, one dimensions. We have here no ending points. AB here a line. Okay, so I have here a line segment, here a ray, and here a line. Line segment, ray, and line. Classifying angles. Let's move. As I told you, classifying angles are classified as acute, right, obtuse, and straight according to their measures. According to their what? Measures. Angles have the measures greater than 0 and less than or equal to 180. I have here acute angle, as I told you. Here the measure of A is, it must be greater than 0 and less than 90. So this is an acute angle. Right angle, it's equals to 90 degree. And obtuse angle, it's the measure of angle here greater than 90 and less than 180. Don't forget less than 180. Why? Because if it's 180, so it's called what, my dear students? Straight angle. Right, straight angle. Okay, for each angle write down whether the right, acute, obtuse, reflex, or straight. Okay, what's this here? It's an obtuse angle, and this here acute angle, and this is right angle. As you see, acute here a right, here obtuse, acute here a reflex. Okay, the reflex here, the opposite angle here, it's called what? Outside. It's an outside angle, so it's called reflex. And then acute. Then here I have, okay, this is an obtuse angle, this is reflex, outside, and this is a straight angle, 180 degree. Measuring and drawing angles. First, estimate and then measure the angle using a protractor. How to use a protractor? As we have discussed this before. Here, to measure, put the center of the protractor on the center, at the center of the angle, and put the line, then count on the protractor till the other line. To draw, make a line, then stand with the center of a protractor at the end of the line, then count from 0 to the requested angle mark, then make a line. So this after measuring here angle A, it gives me 40 degree. I want you to try to do it at home and tell me what did you do. Okay, here I have determine the value of A. Okay, here it's as you have here as a protractor. Here put your protractor, and here C. So here he asks me to find the angle A. He gives me the whole angle 88 degree, and this small angle is 58 degree. When I have, focus with me, when I have the whole angle, the total angle here 88, and gives me it's divided into two parts. One part is 58 degree, so the other part is 88 minus 58, so it gives me 30 degree. Here I have the whole angle is, I don't know, he wants me the whole angle is A. So, and I have here it's divided into two parts, 125 degree and 36 degree. So find A. A is the total angle, it's the sum of this angle and this angle, 36 plus 125, so it gives me here 161. Okay, and here the same, the total here 111, and I have just one angle here 78 degree. I want the other angle here which is A, so 111 minus 78 will give you the rest, the remainder. Okay, all of this the same. Here I give you some examples of the acute, the right, the obtuse, the reflex, the full turn. Symmetry. Do you remember the symmetry? We have covered this before. Tell whether the dotted line on each shape represents a line of symmetry. Say yes or no. Symmetry is to divide a shape into two equal parts. Do you remember? I have here this dotted shape. Yes, this dotted line here represents a line of symmetry. Why? Because it divides this figure into two equal shapes. I have also this dotted line here. Yes, it is a line of symmetry because it divides my shape into two equal parts. Here it's not, because it's not here dividing my shape into two equal parts. Okay, and the number D also, it's not equal parts here, so it's not a line of symmetry. Here he asks me to draw a line of symmetry on each shape. What's the line of symmetry again? It's a line that divides my shape into two equal parts. So I draw here this line from side to side. This is mean a horizontal line that here makes what? That gives you just two equal parts, so it's a line of symmetry. And here also in the tree the same. Okay, and here I draw here a vertical line, so it divides my shape into two equal parts. And here I draw a horizontal line to divide my shape into two equal parts. Draw place value chart for these numbers and write the word form and expanded form. I have here 246.28. Do you remember the decimals? We have covered the decimals on quarter 3. So I need here, this is the place value chart. I have here 246.28. Okay, I have here what? Do you remember 2800? When I want to write it, I write it as I say it, 246, and for the decimal point don't forget to write and 2800th th. Okay, so the place value here of the number after the decimal point, it's called tenth. After tenth, hundredth. After hundredth, thousandth, and so on. So here after writing it, I will write the expanded form. Here I have 200, so I'm going to write 200 with zeros, 2 zeros, plus 40, 4 and 0, plus 6 plus Okay, here I'm going to write 0.2. So I'm going to write and consider this, all the numbers before the 2 is zeros. So 0.2, then 0. I want to know here the hundredth, 0.08. Okay, so this is how to write my decimals. Put greater, less than, greater than, or equal 0.98 and 0.89. When I compare between numbers, remember that we look at the right hand. So we are going to compare the larger units. So here 9 is greater than 8. So here 9 is greater than 8. So 0.98 is greater than 0.89. Number B, here 3.10 and 8.78. Okay, I'm comparing the from my right hand here. So I'm comparing here the ones. 8 is greater than 3. So 8.78 is greater here. I have here 0.5 and 2/5. What's 2/5? I want to convert here the fraction into decimal. How can I do it? 2 divided 5, or I can convert here 5 into a multiple of 10. So I'm going to multiply 5 by 2 equals 10, and 2 times 2 equals 4. So 4/10 here equals 0.4, and the 0.4 is less than 0.5. Here I have 0.70 and 0.07. What do you think? 0.07, and I have here 0. So here 7 is greater than, so 0.70 is greater than 0.07. Okay, here choose the right answer. The sum of 6/7 plus 1/7 or 7th. Here I have common denominator, so I'm going just add the numerator. 6 plus 1, 7, and 7 remains the same. So 7 divided 7 equals 1. The difference of 5/5 and minus 3/5. So 5 minus 3 will give you 2, and 5, the denominator keeps the same. Okay, and here the quotient of 525 divided 5. I want to divide. Remember the division, don't forget it. 5 divided 5, 1. 2 divided 5, it can't be. When I say it can't be, remember, I put 0. 25 divided 5 equals 5. So my answer will be 105. Here I have find the product of 2 times 3/8. So this is, okay, consider this 2 over 1. So 2 times 3 equals 6, and 1, the denominator here, 1 times 8 equals 8. I have here if the quotient of 26 divided 5 equal 5, so the remainder is 25 divided 5 equal 5. This is the actual division that I have made. So what's the remainder here? 26 minus 25 equals 1. So my remainder is 1. Okay, write the decimal 4 here. 4, okay, divided 10, so it's 0.4. I move here just 1 decimal place, so I'm going to move here just 1 decimal place. So it's gonna be 0.4. Here I have 50 over 100, two decimal places. So here I'm going to move 2 decimal places, so it's gonna be 0.50. Write the decimal form. Okay, we have finished this. The quotient of 3,500 divided 50. So here I have 3 divided 5, it can't be, we can write 0. Then 35 divided 5, 7, 0 cancelled with 0, and we have here a remaining 0, so we write here 70. Okay, here I have 2 and 900th. 2 and 900th. Okay, here I have, okay, we have covered this. And here 1 liter, do you remember, equals how many milliliters? 1,000. So 2, we are going to multiply each time times 1,000. Okay, this one, Julia has 802 beads. She divides them into 2 equal groups to make 2 necklaces. How many beads in each necklace? So 802 beads we wanted to divide, so divided 2. 8 divided 2, 4, 0 divided 2, 0, and 2 divided 2, 1. Joe wins every day 36 baseball cards. How many cards he wins in 24 days? Okay, every day with 36. I want to know in 24 days. 36 times 24. After this, it will give you 864. Remember that measuring angles, we use a protractor to draw and measure angles accurately. What's the measure of angle ABC here? ABC. This is the steps. These are the steps how to measure the angle ABC. Okay, we here place the center hole of the vertex of the angle on the vertex of the angle. Then place the zero edge. Do you see here the zero edge? And this is the center of the angle, the center hole, and this is the zero edge. So place the zero edge on one side of the angle. Here I put it here. Measure the angle from the zero point on the side of to the second side of angle. Okay, and then read here. Can you see it? Read here the number. Read here the number on what? On the protractor, of course. So the measure of ABC here is 50. If you here see the protractor, it's written here 50. Okay, we are counting from the 0. Don't here read from the 180, because here in the protractor you can see 0 and 180. So we are starting reading from 0. Okay, so if you read here, it will give you 50. Or measure ABC here equals 50. So here the measure of here, if I measure this one, the measure of XYZ, if I put here my protractor, my center hole on the vertex Y, and here the zero edge on Z, I put it on Z, and read from 0 until I get to the next side. So here you will read 160 degree. When I say here ABC is 50, so it's what? Acute angle. And here when I say it's 160, so it's what? Obtuse angle. Okay, moving now to the quadrilaterals. I have here this quadrilateral. Means what? Quadrilaterals are any polygon that has 4 sides and 4 angles. Remember, the quadrilaterals 4 sides and 4 angles. Here the square, all sides are equal in length. There are 4 right angles inside the square. The rectangle, opposite sides are parallel and are the same length. There are 4 right angles. Here I have each 2 opposite sides also are parallel. The parallelogram, 2 pairs of parallel sides. Each 2 opposite sides are parallel. The rhombus, 2 pairs of parallel sides. All sides are equal in length. This is the trapezoid, only 1 pair of parallel sides. Okay, remember this well. So I have here quadrilaterals. Here write the name of each quadrilateral. This is the rhombus. This is the trapezoid. This is the square. The difference between square and rhombus, that the square must have inside right angles. Okay, their angles must be right angles. Okay, but the rhombus, maybe it has here right angles or maybe not. So here it's a must, but here it's not a must that they have right angles. Okay, and this is called what? Right trapezoid. It's a kind of trapezoid that has 2 right angles here. Okay, quadrilaterals questions. How many does a quadrilateral have? How many sides does a quadrilateral have? Quadrilateral, 4. Okay, how many pairs of parallel sides does a rectangle have? A rectangle has 2 pairs of opposite sides. Do you remember the word pair? It's like pair of gloves, pair of socks. So pair here means 2. So I have how many pairs of parallel sides in the rectangle? I have 2 pair of parallel sides. Okay, name 2 quadrilaterals that are in which all sides have an equal length, square and rhombus. Name two quadrilaterals that have four right angles. Four right angles, I have rectangle and square. Okay, here I have, as I said before, this one. List one way a parallelogram and a rhombus are different. A parallelogram has all sides the same. Okay, a parallelogram, this is the parallelogram. Each two opposite sides are parallel, but they can be different in length. Can you see here? This one is different than this one, and this line is different in length from this line. Okay, but here a rhombus has sides that are all the same length. The rhombus has all sides the same length. Okay, dear students, by that we have covered the revision. Study well from this YouTube presentation and from the PowerPoint presentations I sent you on Google Classroom. If you have any question, don't hesitate to send them on Google Classroom. Thank you, dear students. I was very happy to be with you.